So you were all psyched to improve your eyesight, and now lockdown. How can we continue to improve our eyesight while we are stuck at home all the time? So many of our regular outdoor activities cancelled. Even just going shopping, pretty much cancelled. Getting together with friends in real life over coffee, cancelled. So now that our lives have migrated so much towards screens, the very things we were trying to get away from, what now? How do we manage to improve our eyesight in these new and bizarre circumstances? Hi, I'm Gem and welcome back to my channel. This video is definitely COVID related because let's face it, pretty much the whole world right now is impacted by COVID and how we're responding to it. For some of us, this means work as usual, and thank you so much if you're one of those people who are providing an essential service at this time. Some of us, this means that our work has changed location and we're now working from home, mainly via computers. So we're having meetings on computers, we're delivering our content from computers, we're connecting with our friends via computers. For other people still, they have lost their jobs or at least had them suspended for the time being. We might find ourselves watching Netflix a whole lot more, be on Facebook a whole lot more, be on Instagram a whole lot more, reading the news on our phones from our bed a whole lot more. Because we can't really go out, we might have lost a bit of our sense of purpose. It kind of feels like, well, who cares? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it and not feel bad, and life's on pause now anyway, so is my EndMyopia progress. But that doesn't have to be the case. If you're not being forced to move work to your home environment and work from home, it is perhaps a situation where you don't actually have to be at a computer screen at the moment. Maybe you are no longer being paid to be at a computer screen. Don't throw that away by opting to be on computer and phone screens. Like, this might be your moment that you've been waiting for, complaining this whole time that your job forces you to be on a screen. Now, yes, you might have other concerns now, particularly financial concerns or maybe home environment concerns, but one concern you might be able to find a silver lining in is the fact that you don't actually have to be on a screen. If this is the case, then, well, what else can you do? Because all your non-screen activities have been taken away as well. So just to throw a few ideas out there, maybe get into gardening, even if it's just weeding the garden you already have, which might be well overgrown if you've been busy. Get into decluttering your house, tidying your house, like really deep cleaning your house while listening to music or an audiobook. I mean, it doesn't have to not be fun. Do exercises, stretching, yoga, Pilates, whatever. And yes, you might want to follow along on a screen, but you don't even have to. Just like put on some nice music and do some stretching that feels good. And then there are some really fun ways, I think, to pass your time, which includes really childish things which you thought you were too old for. So put on your favorite songs from probably your teenage years and like belt them out into a hairbrush if you want, whatever, like preferably even like dance around a bit or get you some exercise when you're in lockdown. Another thing you might have forgotten that is really great fun is make a cubby house. Or perhaps, I think in America you call it a sheet fort. So get sheets and sticks and hairbands and pegs and build a cubby house inside. Make your own mini house inside your house and live in the tiny rooms. And yeah, there'll be pack up at the end, but hey, no one's coming over in the meantime to see your messy house, so enjoy it. Another quite fun thing to do is if you have Google Home, or I think you can get an app for this, is the game Akinator. Has anyone played that? Hands up. Let me know if you've played it. Tell me. Pretty much, it's a game where you think of a person. It can be a real person, present, historical, or a character from book, TV, movie, anything. And then Akinator will try to guess who you're thinking of. And it sometimes is seriously mind-blowing. You're like, how did you get that? Other times it is flipping hilarious because you know who you're thinking of and the questions they're asking you are so inappropriate. Once I was thinking of feminist comedian Deborah Frances-White and it asked me, is it a porn star? No, she's very much not a porn star. So if you're not hugely busy working from home on your screens, those are some great things to do. If on the other hand, you are now working from screens at home, like I am, there are some things that you can still be doing to not lose your progress. So, if you are stuck at your computer at home working, here are some really important things to put in place. The first thing is, obviously, wear your differentials when you're on your screen, or no glasses at all if that's where you're at. Never, ever, ever wear your normalized when you're working up close. Make this your new, hard rule. This is rule number 1 from working from home. Do not wear overprescribed lenses when you're doing up close work. That'll set you back. Make sure you remember to do some print pushing or screen pushing. This is a really wonderful opportunity to do a lot of that. Get your active focus happening all the time. Have your desk set up ergonomically so you're not hunched. Have it so that your computer screen is a good distance from your eyes, just that right distance on the edge of blur. You might have already done this at your workplace, but make sure you've done it at home as well and keep to that. If you are going to be on screens, try and make sure it is on your computer screen as much as possible rather than your phone, because your phone has very small writing and is up very close to your face. Yes, I am going to keep checking Instagram, but once I finish checking Instagram, I'm not going to just quickly jump to Facebook on my phone. I'm going to shift over to my computer for Facebook because Facebook functions perfectly well on a computer. Take breaks every 20 minutes. Just go look out your window for a minute. It's particularly easy at this time because you don't have a boss breathing down your neck saying, "Why are you not stuck on your chair?" When you have meals, have them using your distance vision. Make that a connection. Eating, distance vision. It's a moment when you can intentionally take a break, look out a window, maybe go outside and just gaze into the distance while you have your lunch. Build in these food breaks. So breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner, make them distance time. If sitting there eating your food or drinking your cup of tea while staring into the distance is not engaging enough for you, then add some music, an audiobook or a podcast in order just to give you a little bit more sense of that you're doing something. You can build a bit of a schedule for your day as well. It's so easy to wake up whenever and just fall down the rabbit hole of screens. But if you build a bit of a schedule for yourself, it'll keep you popping out of your screen world every now and then. So it can be just as simple as at 11 o'clock, I do 10 minutes of cleaning. At 12:30, I make my lunch. At 2 o'clock, I make a quick phone call to check up on a friend and how they're going for just 15 minutes. At 5:30, I have a 10-minute disco by myself. Just find these short, bite-sized things that are unscreened and just pop them in. Make sure you stay hydrated. Your eyes need hydration. They are so gooey, liquidy globs anyway. If they dry out, it's not pleasant. So keep up the hydration for the sake of your eyes, if nothing else. Same with sleep. That's really actually important for your vision. If you're tired, your eyes are tired. And they're already having to work so much extra than they normally do if you're like me and suddenly drawn to screens so much. So do them a favor and let them get proper rest. I think I might have got all my ciliary spasm back hardcore, but I haven't been doing anything with overprescription. So I hope that I haven't done any, haven't actually gone backwards. So I just measured my eyes. I haven't been wanting to measure my eyes because I know that my habits have really slipped in the past 2 weeks, not only because of willpower with my phone, but also because of necessity. Instead of being at church services, I am now doing the video editing for multiple church services a week, and it's heavy going. One church service probably takes me between 16 and 19 hours to edit. So my work hours have exploded. So I've been pretty nervous to measure my eyes. I just did it then so that I could report back. So since last measuring, both my eyes have dropped 3 centimeters, but that is about what I drop when I have ciliary spasm anyway. So yeah, I have ciliary spasm, but I haven't lengthened my eyeball or done any of those things that myopia is about. Just simple, easily fixed ciliary spasm. So if I pick up my game a bit, I should get those 3 centimeters back pretty easily. So take heart, everyone, take heart. It doesn't have to be so bad. So let me know in the comments if you've noticed any changes to your measurements perhaps since lockdown, any changes to your habits since lockdown, if you think you're really doing it well even. Let us know what you're doing, what are your tricks. Let us know if you've got your own new routine of eye care from the perpetual company of your 4 walls. So as usual, if you like this video, please like this video. And if you would like to get weekly content from me, then hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you next week. Bye. So get at 2 o'clock, I do something else completely of wearing my oh gosh, they're dirty. No, hop, hop, hop. Overachievers. Oh, I left the blinds open. It'd be interesting to see if that's actually a nicer colour. Except usually I film at night, so too bad. I might have done it.